Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Ajnanati Mirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Stavaram Jangamam Vyaptam Yat Kinchit Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Babaji Vyampi Yat Sarvam Trilokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sarvashruti Shiroratnam Virajita Padam Bujaha Vedantam Buja Suryoya Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Chaitanya Shashvata Shanto Vyomatito Niranjanaha Bindunada Kalatita Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Jnana Shakti Samaruda Tattvamala Vibhushitaha Bhukti Mukti Pradata Cha Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Aneka Janma Samprapta Karma Bandha Vidahine Atma Jnana Pradhanena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shoshanam Bhava Sindhoscha Yapanam Sarasamparaha Guru Padodakam Samyak Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Naguroradhikam Tattvam Naguroradhikam Tapaha Tattvajnanat Param Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Manatasri Jagannatha Madguru Sri Jagadguru Mahatma Sarvabhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Gurur Adinananischa Guru Paramadevatam Guru Parataram Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Antara Jyoti Namo Paramatma Jyoti Namo 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 Akanda Jyoti Namo Mama Jivana 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 Jyoti Namo Antaryami Namo Jai Sadguru Deva Namo Antaryami Namo Jai Sadguru Deva Namo Antaryami Namo Jai Sadgurudeva Namo. Antarayami Namo. Jai Sadgurudeva Namo. Antara Jyoti Namo. Mama Jivana Jyoti Namo. Antara Jyoti Namo. Paramatma Jyoti Namo. Akanda Jyoti Namo. Mama Jivana Jyoti Namo. Akanda Jyoti Namo. Mama Jivana Jyoti Namo. Antaryami Namo. Jai Sadgurudeva 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 Namo. Antara Jyoti Namo. Paramatma Jyoti 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 Namo. Akanda Jyoti Namo. Mama Jivana 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 Jyoti Namo. Antaryami Namo. Jai Sadgurudeva 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 Namo. Akanda Jyoti Namo. Paramatma Jyoti Namo. Antara Jyoti Namo. Paramatma Jyoti Namo. Akanda Jyoti Namo. Paramatma Jyoti Namo. Antara Jyoti Namo. Paramatma Jyoti Namo. Akanda Jyoti Namo. Mama Jivana Jyoti Namo. Akanda Jyoti Namo. Mama Jivana Jyoti Namo. Akanda Jyoti Namo. Mama Jivana Jyoti Namo. Akanda Jyoti Namo. Antaryami Namo. Jai Sadgurudeva Namo. Antaryami Namo. Jai Sadgurudeva Namo. Om Avatara Shishaya Namaha. Om Vishamaya Namaha. Om Devakarya Samudyataya Namaha. Om Sukshmatanave Namaha. Om Chinmayaya Namaha. Om Gurumurtaye Namaha. Om Sundaraya Namaha. Om Sulochanaya Namaha. Om Sumukhaya Namaha. Om Charulhasaya Namaha. Om Keshavaya Namaha. Om Padmambujaya Namaha. Om Mandagamanaya Namaha. Om Charumbaradharine Namaha. Om Ramaya Namaha. Om Mandirasthapakaya Namaha. Om Shri Bhavachakaya Namaha. Om Gayatri Ajvane Namaha. Om Arpana Svikarakaaya Namaha. Om Vishnu Pujakaya Namaha. Om Namo Narayanayeti Mantrupasakaya Namaha. Om Svaramayaya Namaha. Om Madhurakantaya Namaha. Om Krishna Sankirtana Lolupaya Namaha. Om Sutra Priyaya Namaha. Om Vita Bhashine Namaha. Om Vakmine Namaha. Om Chitrakala Visharadaya Namaha. Om Ratadharaya Namaha. Om Sadhave Namaha. Om Jagatpantaya Namaha. Om Sarvalokahitaya Namaha. Om Bhakta Priyaya Namaha. Om Surdaya Namaha. Om Anukulaya Namaha. Om Neyaya Namaha. Om Sudarshanaya Namaha. Om Bhaktavatsalaaya Namaha. Om Premamurtaye Namaha. Om Shubhekshanaya Namaha. Om Pritivardhanaya Namaha. Om Swastidayakaya Namaha. Om Tarakaya Namaha. Om Anugrahaya Namaha. Om Vardhanaya Namaha. Om Architaya Namaha. Om Artaya Namaha. Om Siddhipradaya Namaha. Om Janardhanaya Namaha. Om Manoharaya Namaha. Om Mahakshaya Namaha. Om Siddheshwaraya Namaha. Om Bhasmabhushitaya Namaha. Om Atmalingaya Namaha. Om Ingachana Protsahakaya Namaha. Om Siddhi Sadhanaya Namaha. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Om Omkarapasakaya Namaha. Om Sukshmaya Namaha. Om Vishokaya Namaha. Om Satvikaya Namaha. Om Samadashine Namaha. Om Dakshaya Namaha. Om Achintyaya Namaha. Om Niramkaraya Namaha. Om Nirmohaya Namaha. Om Avyagraya Namaha. Om Chitakrodhaya Namaha. Om Vinayashilaya Namaha. Om Svavashaya Namaha. Om Kushalaya Namaha. Om Shamaya Namaha. Om Satyadharmaya Namaha. Om Nirvikalpaya Namaha. Om Viraktaya Namaha. Om Atindraya Namaha. Om Satyasandaya Namaha. Om Pavitraya Namaha. Om Madhura Svabhavaya Namaha. Om Suranandaya Namaha. Om Nandanaya Namaha. Om Prasanatmane Namaha. Om Bhaktanidaye Namaha. Om Sakshaye Namaha. Om Samatmaye Namaha. Om Sadayogine Namaha. Om Haraye Namaha. Om Sutapaya Namaha. Om Samyaya Namaha. Om Guyaya Namaha. Om Vimuktatmaya Namaha. Om Gabhiraya Namaha. Om Guptaya Namaha. Om Atmaramaya Namaha. Om Srinivasaya Namaha. Om Devaya Namaha. Om Jyotidharaya Namaha. Om Dhanyaya Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Duratikramaya Namaha. Om Gahanaya Namaha. Om Bhagavate Namaha. Om Harisharana Margadashakaya Namaha. Om Kutastha Jagartakaya Namaha. Om Abhiprayaya Namaha. Om Saramata Samatyaya Namaha. Om Shamaikata Bhavavardakaya Namaha. Om Premavatara Sri Vishwananda Swami Namaha. Ato Deva Avantuno Yato Vishnur Vichakrame Predivya Sapta Dhamabhi Idam Vishnur Vichakrame Tredha Hide Padam Samudhamasya Pagum Sure Trini Pada Vichakrame Vishnu Lopa Ada Abhyaha Tato Dharmani Dharyene Vishnu Karmani Pashyate Ato Vritani Paspashe Indrasya Yujas Sakha Tad Vishnu Paramam Paragum Sada Pashyanti Surleha Direva Chakshuratatam Tad Vipraso Vipanyavo Jagravagum Sasanindate Vishnu Yat Paramam Padam. Premavataraaya Vidmahe Sadgurudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayate. Om Premavataraaya Vidmahe Sadgurudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayate. Om Premavattaraya Vidmahe Sadgurudevaya Dhimahi Tanno Vishwananda Prachodayate. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvigham Kuru Me Deva Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada Sarva Karyeshu Sarvada. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Keta Bhare Narayana Achyuta Trivikrama Chakrapane Jayati Sarjadhara Sridhara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rukmineshava Vanasha Hare Murare Radhesha Gopisha Surupa Brahmadi Vandya Shri Varanashaya Vaikuntha Pate Bhuvanaika Murte Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Meena Krite Kamatharupa Varaha Murte Tre Vikramaya Guhane Bhura Rama Rama Shri Rama Krishna Yadunandana Kalki Rupa Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Govinda Madhava Mukunda Paraparesha Damodarakshadhara Nanda Kathari Shori Gopa Gopi Jana Samrita Dina Bando Gopi Jana Priyare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Raktishaya Mujagani Patalpashaya Sadbhakta Sadhanashaya Ramangashaya Shri Gopapama Mudalpa Sukhadishaya Gopa Vallabhaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Kashyapati Sukhanarada Gotamani Brahmarshi Sangamani Sangava Bharatesho Tishtanti Deva Tava Darshana Bhagya Hetoho Gopala Sekaraye Tava Suprabhatam Mandara Chari Tulasi Dala Malikadyahe Maryani Anjali Pute Samudaharanti Tishtanti Patpavadhara Tala Munindraha Radha Manoharaye Tava Suprabhatam Vedatrayam Patati Gautamakana Guyaha Gayanti Sadguna Gano Varada Savargaha Sankirtayanti Tava Nama Katha Visheshaha Shri Naradari Rishaya Tava Suprabhatam Govardhanodayana Gopa Kishora Gopa Gopi Janamrita Suvesha Bhavati Pota Trilokya Mohana Sumangala Divya Deha Shri Rukminisha Varada Tava Suprabhatam Shri Vatsachina Sharanagata Parijata Bhaktarti Bhanjana Kripakaratina Bandho Nityantagayati Janam Priya Divya Rupa Shri Nanda Gopadanaya Tava Suprabhatam Padmaksha Padmamukha Padmadhara Prameya Padmalaya Sahita Padmanivasa Shori Padmodbhavati Surasevita Pada Padma Padmadhinata Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Vrindatale Viharanaya Mahendra Vandya Kandarpadarpa Haratinya Sujesha Rupa Chandrananaya Sira Chandana Linda Deha Govindaya Vahaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Nanda Nandana Yashoda Kumara Dhira Mayangadina Navichona Supushpahara Nilambuna Sharira Rama Vihara Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Bhai Shri Jandravati Satya Suganti Bhadra Shri Vindra Vinda Divasa Prabhu Putra Kardya Hai Tishtanti Divya Bhavameta Vaseva Narda Gopi Manapriya Hai Tava Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Achyuta Ananta Mukunda Shori Radha Manohara Janardana Chakrapane Namani Divya Munayola Nishamvaranti Brahme Muhurta Samaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Suprabhatam Ye Patanti Aharnisham Bhuri Kritam Mahapapam Shri Krishna Grahetukam Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchitananda Vigraha Anatiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Chintamani Prakara Satma Sukalpa Vriksha Lakshavateshu Sudabira Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Samrama Sedyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Venum Kvamantamaravinda Dalaya Darshan Paravatam Samasitam Buddha Sundaranga Kandarpa Gotika Maniya Vishesha Shobha Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandra Kala Sattvanamaya Vamshi Ratangadam Pranaya Keli Kala Vilasam Shamam Tribangalalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasya Sakalendriya Viddimanti Pashyanti Panti Kalayanti Shiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sarujvala Vigrahasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Angani Yasya Sakalendriya Antimanti Adyam Purana Purusham Navayovanam Cha Vedeshu Durlaphamadurlaphamadma Bhakto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Pantastu Koti Satavansada Sampragamyo Vayoratapi Manaso Munipungavana Sobhyasti Yatrapada Sinyamishitya Tanve Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ekopya Saura Chayitum Jagat Andakoti Yaschakti Rasti Jagat Andachaya Yadantaha Andamtarasta Paramana Chayaptarastam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yat Bhava Bhavitadiyo Manujasta Deva Samprapya Rupa Mahima Sanayana Pushaha Suktiryameva Nigama Prakitestu Manti Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasat Pratibhavitavis Tabhirya Eva Nijarupataya Kalavihi Goloka Eva Nivasatya Kilatma Bhuto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Premanchana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadeva Idayeshu Vilokayanti Yakshava Sundaram Achintya Guna Swarupa Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ramadi Murti Shukalani Amena Tishtan Nana Vatara Makarot Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Svayam Samabhavat Paramapumanyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagadanda Koti Koti Shvashesha Vasudani Vibhuti Vina Tatra Manishkalamanantam Ashesha Bhuta Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Maya hi yasya jagadanda shatani sute Traigunyatad vishaya veda vitayamana Sattva valambi parasattva vishuddha sattvam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasatmanayavanasu Ya Praninam Pratiphalam Svaratam Upeya Lila Yitena Bhuvanani Jayati Shastram Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Golokanam Nijadham Nichale Chatasya Devi Mahesha Haridhama Suteshu Teshu Tete Prabhava Nichaya Vihidaschayena Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Shristi Shristi Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Reka Chaye Vayasya Bhuvanani Vivakti Durga Vichana Rupam Apiyasya Chachesta Tesa Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Shiram Yatada Divikara Vishesha Yogat Sanjayatena Hitata Pratakasti Hetoho Yasyam Bhutam Apitatha Samupaitikayat Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Dipachireva Idashantaramapyupetya Dipayate Vivida Hetu Samana Dharma Yastadrigeva Isha Vishnutaya Vivati Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yakadanavala Jale Bhajati Smayoga Nidram Mananta Jagadamba Saroma Kupaha Adhara Shakti Mavalamya Param Samurtim Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasrika Nishvasita Kala Matavalamya Shivanti Loma Virajan Jagadandanata Vishnur Mahansaira Yasya Kala Vishesho Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Bhasvanja Jasma Shakaleshu Nijeshu Tejaha Sriyam Kiyat Prakatayavkyapitad Vadatram Brahmaya Esha Jagadam Davidhana Karta Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yat Pada Palava Yugam Vinadaya Kumbha Vatre Pranaya Samaye Sanagani Raja Vinam Vihantum Alamasya Jagatrayasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Agnir Mahiga Ganam Ambud Marudishascha Kalas Dadatma Manasiti Jagatrayani Yasmat Bhavanti Vibhavanti Vishanti Amcha Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yakshakshudesha Savita Sakala Grahana Raja Samasta Suramurti Ashesha Dejaha Yasyaknayandramati Samprita Kala Chakro Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Dharmata Papanichaya Sutayastapamsi Brahmadikita Patakada Vayascha Jivaha Yaddatta Matra Vibhava Prakata Prabhava Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasvindra Gopamata Vendra Mahosva Karma Pantala Rupa Paravacha Manatanoti Karma Lihati Kintu Shabhakti Bhaja Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yam Krodha Kama Sahaja Pranayadi Viti Vatsalya Moha Guru Gaurava Sevya Bhaivahe Sanchitya Tasya Sadashim Tanuma Purete Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govindam Sarvakarana Karanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Om Ajnanaatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Good morning, Jai Gurudev. Today we have Canto 10, Chapter 38, Verse 1. Shri Sukha Uvacha Akruropi chatam ratrim madhupuryam mahamatihi osidvaratamastaya prayayo nandagokulam. And it says, Sukadeva Goswami said, after passing the night in the city of Mathura, the high-minded Akrura mounted his chariot and set off for the cowherd village of Nanda Maharaj. I just choose the first verse because I want to read then in English the story. This, I don't know if you remember in Krishna Lila, the moment that Kamsa, after realizing that Lord Krishna is the one who is defeating his demons, I mean, the demons that he was sending to kill this incarnation of the divine who was supposed to kill him, when he realized that it's Krishna and lives in Vrindavan, he sends Akrura to bring him to Mathura. And Mathura, right? Yeah. To Mathura for a wrestling match, because he now wants to fight personally with Krishna and defeat him. So he sends Akrura, and Akrura is not other than the uncle of Krishna. And this is the trip of Akrura. While he's going to look for the Lord, to bring him to the arena to fight with Kamsa, he's fantasizing how will be his encounter with Krishna after a long time. And so in the verses, sorry, I changed. He says, "The dawns of my days have become beautiful to behold. Today I will actually see Krishna, manifesting in a form that is the abode of preference for Shri, the goddess of fortune. He is the supreme destination, the Guru, the beloved of the three worlds, a great feast for the eyes of those who have sight. Then, immediately after descending from the chariot, I will assuredly pay homage to the feet of the two lords, the foremost of beings, and to the friends with them, the residents of the forest. These feet are grasped by yogis in their minds for their own salvation. The Lord will also surely place his own lotus hand on my head as I lie prostrate at the soles of his feet. His hand bestows fearlessness from the force of the serpent of time to those terrified people who seek shelter in him. Kaushika as well as Bali place something in that hand, and they obtain sovereignty on the three worlds. Smelling like the fragrant lotus, his hand smooths away the fatigue of the brash woman by its touch during the pastimes. Achyuta, Krishna, will not adopt a hostile attitude towards me, even though I have been deputed as Kamsa's messenger. He is the seer of everything. As knower of the field of the body, he sees with his faultless vision whatever is desired, both within and without the mind. Then he will smilingly look at me with a glance full of feeling. As I lie prostrate at the soles of his feet, my palms join in supplication. Instantly, all my sins will be absolved, and I shall experience intense bliss, free from fear. With his two mighty arms, he will embrace me as a best friend, a kinsman, and one who has no other deity than him. My body will certainly be sanctified, and my bondage, consisting of karma, will be undone. As I remain bowed after achieving physical contact with him, and with my palms joined in supplication, Krishna, whose fame is widespread, will say to me, Dear Akrura, and then I will be endowed with real life, wretched in the birth of that person who has not received the attention. Wretched is the birth of that person who has not received the attention of the Great One. And goes a little bit on, but this, and then, so imagine, he's traveling his chariot for a few days, and I think it was not so far away, but whatever it took, hours or days, but he's just fantasizing how it will be the encounter with the Lord. And he hadn't seen him in a long time, but he recognized him as a supreme being, as the supreme being. So actually it happens when he comes there, Krishna welcomed him, he held his arm with his hands, he fall at his feet, and Balaram washed his feet. They both, Krishna and Balaram, feed him. And so I was thinking how much this is, in a way, maybe the life of a devotee who hasn't been in Sri Nilaya for a long time and is suddenly coming, after many years or months, and they are like going to see the Sadguru, Guruji again in their life, and they are all thinking how it will be. I will arrive to Sri Nilaya, to the barrier, it will open, and in that moment for sure Guruji will be walking down, and he will exchange some words with me, and he will ask me how is my life going, or at Darshan, maybe Guruji stop and he smiles at me or start looking at me or talking to me. And I think it's because of that, because in a way we all have had some experiences like this with Guruji. At least when we came into the path, it was this aspect of Guruji showing us his loving mercy externally. And how much he knows about us, or we hear stories about other people, so we cannot stop thinking how it will be beautifully for us if the same situation happens. So I can relate to an episode that happened not far away ago, that Guruji was away, I think to America or somewhere. He was away for a long time. So he was coming back, and I read in the group that he was arriving, so I ran up. I opened the gate of the bungalow so he can drive with the car very easily, and I'm standing there, just to welcome him. His car passed by, it's at night, and then when the car passed by, I ran to his house, so when he comes out of the car, I can bow down to him and see him, and let's see, maybe I have the chance to smile or a hug or something. So he comes out of the car, he's walking around, and suddenly we are in front of each other. I bow down and I stand up and I see Guruji's eyes just melting in love. He was just, I don't know if I ever saw that, but I didn't remember about that Guruji. And I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me with those eyes, and I'm thinking, this is my chance. So I jump on him and I hug him. I said, I miss you, how are you doing, Guruji? And he said, I'm fine. And his hug was okay, but I was more like hugging him than him hugging me. But so I take distance again, and I still see his eyes, and they're still with this shine. And I say, I don't remember the last time that actually Guruji was so happy to see me. So I stayed there in front of him, and Guruji says, move, man. And actually, he was so happy to see the person who was behind me that he didn't saw in a long time. And then, so I move, and then I start to understand the situation. He actually re-encountered himself with this person after a long time. And with this person, Guruji is actually super loving and cheerful. And how are you doing? It's a long time. So happy to see you here. And I was just trying to digest. Of course, you get used to Guruji, and I got a hug, so also I was happy about that. But was like, oh man, why sometimes it's not such like that, no? That you can just go and hug him, fall down on his feet, praise him, and then just spend the afternoon just looking at him and singing his glories, like this kind of fantasies. Anyway, so I was again listening a satsang from Swami Revati from 2021, and he speaks very clearly about the stages with the Guru. And Guruji also spoke about that in the Just Love book, The Essence of Everything. And I don't know if you remember how many stages are considered that we have in the life with the Guru. 5. I mean, according to this version. I think Guruji also mentioned another classifications. But this one is a classification of 5 stages in the life of the person with the Sadguru. And it says the first one is Preraka Guru. And it's exactly this point, no? When after a long time, and this can refer to the cycle of birth and death, many incarnations, the soul is longing for the Lord. And when finally meet the soul to the Sadguru, the joy that is inside of the soul, of the encounter, is rejoicing so much. and the Lord is also reciprocating that. So it's this, honeymoon period of the soul with the Lord, or the disciples or the devotees with the Sadguru. And it's called Preraka. So the second one is Sachaka. This is the one that we all don't like, I think. That is the purification, the cleansing, the transformation. And as Guruji says, he says, if you see a diamond in nature, diamond looks like a normal stone. But when the expert has seen it and takes the stone and starts polishing it. The polishing is not soft. The polishing is very, very, very difficult. But then you have a beautiful stone afterwards. And then he says, Sachaka Guru is the one who purifies, to cut down all the impurities. And in the cutting down, sometimes it can be very cruel, very tough. And like this, you know a guru is a guru. Because if a guru is soft towards whatever you come with, it doesn't work. Then he says, if one stays during this purification process, one will shine. Then the third stage is Vachaka Guru, and is when he starts giving the knowledge of the glories of the Lord. It's when we are able to absorb, to read the Bhagavad Gita, the Bhagavatam, and start understanding the teachings. Because before you cannot, even if you read, it doesn't make any sense. So during and after the purification, the knowledge that he's giving, you are able to read it, to absorb it. Then the Bodhaka Guru is when that knowledge that you receive, you transform it into wisdom. It's not only knowledge that you read and you can remember some stuff, it's actually applying all of that knowledge in your life. And then the last one is Darshaka Guru. And this one is when you start perceiving the Lord everywhere, or the Sadguru everywhere. In every single thing that happened in your life, you start seeing his footprint there. And he says, you realize everything you're looking for is at the feet of the Master. And it was always given to you. So these are the 5 stages. And I think doesn't matter really if you are in one stage or in the other. I think to simplify, at least for my mind, is you come and the Guru needs to seduce you. And in this seduction, we decide to start our spiritual path. Then it comes the cleansing process with the aim that eventually we will see him everywhere. And I think in this see him everywhere, and also him giving us knowledge, him himself, or giving us the scripture, we start going through different experiences. No? It's like we didn't arrive yet to the destination, but the Guru says some stuff, or shows some stuff, or make us experience some stuff that help us to understand that we are going on the right path. So, could be that he gave us experience in a sustained time frame or just glimpses. And this is an experience that happened recently. It's about, do you remember I shared the story of the owner of the dogs in Vitaldam? She was a devotee. She was praying to Kali to bless her dogs. And then Guruji decided to change his way, and he went outside where this Mataji was praying and manifest two collars to the dogs of the lady. On the colors of the collars of the dog, they have blossoming red and green colors. And Guruji manifests 2 stones in red and in green for the dogs. So he was listening her prayers and blessing the dogs. She was so happy about the dogs that I don't think if she realized that he was actually answering her prayers. But then she wrote to me, and she sent me a picture of a friend of her who is a devotee, whose mother is not a devotee, asking for help if I can ask Guruji, because the mother ended up in the hospital and she's in coma and unconscious, and they are afraid for her. So they wrote to me, and I forwarded the message to Guruji. And next day, they wrote to me again saying that the mother woke up and she's not a devotee. And the whole, or at some point in this unconscious stage or in this coma state, she started feeling Guruji's presence. And was such love that she experienced that she said when she woke up, I felt your master and I would like to visit him for New Year's Eve. So they are doing the preparations now to come to see him. Also in that trip, we tell them, also a part of these things that Guruji says, that he's giving us this knowledge that he's everywhere, was, it's a devotee, he's very sweet. I will keep his name private because I didn't ask him, but he's going through, it seems, some health problems. And he's, a bit paranoid that he will die, and so he started to get worried. So he came to Guruji, and in a funny and lovely way, Guruji was talking to him, and he told him, Guruji, I don't want to go there to die, because you are here. And Guruji answered to him, I'm also there. And he says, don't worry, death needs to ask my permission to take you. And they were all laughing around. So, in this, meeting the Guru, him being very lovely and showing us all his attention and respect and love, I think we all went somehow through that, more or less time. But what we can all share is that eventually that finish and gives place to the second, third, fourth, and fifth stage that is unavoidable, that is the cleansing process. And the knowledge process, that we start acquiring knowledge from him. But the aim of all of this, what it is the transformation. One of those nights, also in the bungalow at Guruji's place, was very late, like 3 a.m. in the morning. And Guruji was speaking again about this need from people for big miracles, outside and big manifestations. And he said, but for him, the real miracle is the transformation on my devotees. And he started having wet eyes. And I say, you know what, Guruji, actually I came today from the temple at night. It was Shayan Arati. And it was so beautiful to see, because we're like 400 people in the temple. It was not Navaratri, but I don't remember which big event was before Navaratri. It was the temple full, and everybody was singing Shri Vitale Giridhari Parvarone Namaha, in this soft pace, waiting for the deities to open the curtains to receive darshan, to put the deities to bed. And I was thinking, I told him, I could not even imagine myself longing for being at night in the night, just in a dark room, waiting for the curtains to open and see the deities, and go into this soft mood before going to bed myself. And Guruji started saying, yeah, it's incredible how much my devotees changed. And he says, look at your life, look at Akash's life, we were together. I said, do you remember how you were before? And then we talk about how much the long-term planning also of the Lord. Because I shared with him the story of a friend that I met her in my hometown, a 5,000 inhabitants town in the north of Argentina, in the mountains. 15 years ago, this person is a backpacker and he's just passing by this town. And we met and we spent just 3 days. I showed her around the rock formations, the town. We just became like friends, 2 days friends. 15 years ago, she's on social media and is just watching the Mahasamadhi of Shirdi. And it happens to be that in her search, she ended up following Shirdi Sai Baba. And she saw the Mahasamadhi of Shirdi and she got interested about it. And then I post a story of Rishi Radhaka speaking. He was giving a satsang about Babaji and Kriya. And she also was interested in Babaji. So everything started making sense for her. And then she ended up coming. And in the last, I think it was Shandilya Bhakti Sutra, she got, or Krishna Janmashtami, she got initiated as a devotee by Guruji. First, she came for 2, 3, 4 times, and her longing started growing and growing. And now she became devotee. So also we were speaking with Guruji about this, the long-term planning that he has. And when I told him, he says, you see, he's always planning long-term. You always have this mindset of short-term or shortcut or fast outcomes. But he's taking care of everything from years in advance, from lives in advance. And I think that's the beauty, no? When we start to realize more his game, that he allows, through the purification, he allows us to see more, then you can see this funny coincidence that is just not coincidence anymore. You start to see the sweet lila of the Lord. You start to drink now the nectar. There were just stories before. You read it in Wikipedia, it's just knowledge, it goes into your head, you memorize it, you give a test. But when the Guru is there and he cleans us, then the stories are not stories anymore. It's really nectar. And then you start seeing him more and more in your life. So that's the beauty of having the Sadguru, Krishna, in our life every day. And I think it's good not to forget the 5 stages of the Guru, so we don't fall for the fool, thinking that the only thing that the Guru will do is just to show external love to us, because he's trying really that we discover him in our heart. Jai Gurudev.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Hiranyakashipur Vakshaha. Hiranyakashipur Vakshaha. Hiranyakashipur Vakshaha. Hiranyakashipur Vakshaha. Shilatankana Kalaye. Shilatankana Kalaye. Shilatankana Kalaye. Ito Narasimha Parato Narasimho. Ito Narasimho Parato Narasimho. Ito Narasimha Parato Narasimho. Yato yato yamitato narasimho. Yato yato yamitato narasimho. Yato yato yamitato narasimho. Yato yato yamitato narasimho. Pahi narasimho hridaye narasimho. Pahi narasimho hridaye. Ahir Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho. Ahir Narasimho Hridaye Narasimho. Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapadye. Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapadye. Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapadye. Narasimha Madim Sharanam Tavakara Kamalavare Nakamabhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Danubringam Kesha Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Davakara Kamalavare Nakama Kuta Shringa Lalita Hiranya Kashipu Anugringa Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Narsinga Dev Narsinga Dev Narsinga Dev Jai Narsinga Dev Jai Narsinga Dev Narsinga Dev Narsinga Dev Jaya Narsinga Dev Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev Shri Vishwananda Gurudev, 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 Shri Vishwananda Gurudev, Vishwananda Gurudev, 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 Shri Vishwananda Gurudev, Oh Gurudev, Gurudev, Shri Vishwananda Gurudev, 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 Shri Vishwananda Gurudev. Gurudev, Gurudev, Shri Vishwananda Gurudev. Gurudev, Gurudev, Shri Vishwananda Gurudev. Gurudev, 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 Shri Vishwananda Gurudev. Vishwananda Gurudev, 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 Shri Vishwananda Gurudev. Gurudev, 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 Shri Vishwananda Gurudev. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala Me. Yadhiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala Me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala Me. Yadhiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala Me. Yatindraya, Karunakaraya, Mangala, Mangala Me. Yatindraya, Karunakaraya, Mangala, Mangala Me. Prapartidalme Karataya, Mangala, Mangala Me. Prapartidalme Karataya, Mangala, Mangala Me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala Me. Yathiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala Me. Ramanuja, Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala Me. Yathiraja, Ramanuja, Mangala, Mangala Me. Saligrama Pratishtitaya, Mangala, Mangala Me. Saligrama Pratishtitaya, Mangala, Mangala Me. Tridam Vinandatarini Kodakachaya Mangala Mangala Me Vinandatarini Kodakachaya Mangala Mangala Me Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Range Sakin Kaya Rataya Mangala Mangala Me Range Sakin Kaya Rataya Mangala Mangala Me Mananataya Darine Daraya Mangala Mangala Me Mananataya Darine Daraya Mangala Mangala Me Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Swami Jaya Jagadisha Hare Bhakta Janon Ke Sankata Dasa Janon Ke Sankata Jana Me Dura Kare Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jo Jave Pala Pave Dukha Vinase Manaka Swami Dukha Vinase Manaka Sukha Sampati Garave Sukha Sampati Garave Kashta Mite Tanaka Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Mata Pita Tuma Mere Sharana Gahu Me Kisaki Swami Sharana Gahu Me Kisaki Tuma Bina Ora Na Duja Tuma Bina Ora Na Duja Asha Karu Me Kisaki Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tuma Purana Paramatma Tuma Antarayami Swami Tuma Antarayami Para Brahma Parameshwara Para Brahma Parameshwara Tuma Sabake Swami Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tuma Karuna Ke Sagara Tuma Palana Karata Swami Tuma Palana Karata Mere Sevaka Tuma Swami Mere Sevaka Tuma Swami Kripa Karo Bharata Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tuma Eka Gochara Sabake Pranapati Swami Sabake Pranapati Kisa Vini Milom Dayamaya Kisa Vini Milom Kripamaya Tuma Gome Tuma Ki Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Dina Bandhu Kaharata Tuma Rakshaka Mere Swami Tuma Rakshaka Mere Karuna Hara Padao Karuna Hara Padao Sharana Pada Tere Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Vishaya Vikara Nikao Papa Haro Deva Swami Papa Haro Deva Shana Bhakti Badao Shana Prema Badao Santana Ki Seva Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Dana Mana Dana Sabha Tera Swami Sabha Kucha Tera Swami Sabha Kucha Tera Tera Tuja Ko Arpan Tera Tuja Ko Arpan Kya Lage Mera Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Swami Jaya Jagadisha Hare Bhakta Janon Ke Sankata Dasa Janon Ke Sankata Jana Me Dura Koji, Giridhari Lala Chakra Koji, Giridhari Lala Chakra Koji, Mana Chakra Koji, Giridhari Lala Chakra Koji, Giridhari Lala Chakra Koji, Giridhari Lala Chakra Koji. Chakra ko, chakra ko, chakra koji. Chakra ko, chakra ko, chakra koji. Mane chakra koji. Giridhari Lala chakra koji. Shama mane chakra koji. Giridhari Lala chakra koji. Govinda mane chakra koji. Giridhari Lala chakra koji. Giridhari Lala chakra koji. Giridhari Lala chakra koji. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva, tvameva bandhuscha sakha tvameva, tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva, tvameva sarvam mama deva deva, tvameva sarvam mama deva deva. Buddha, asatoma satgamaya, tapasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityormam amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari
प्रेम से बोलो लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय। प्रेम से बोलो श्री भूतभृतेश्वरनाथ नरसिम्हा भगवान की जय। प्रेम से बोलो श्री हरे कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय। प्रेम से बोलो मगदार क्रिया बाबा जी की जय। प्रेम से बोलो श्री गुरुचार्य की जय। प्रेम से बोलो सद्गुरुदेव श्री स्वामी विश्वानंद महाप्रभु की जय।
Om Krishnaya Govindaya Gopijanavalabhaya Paraya Paramapurushaya Parakarma Mantra Yantra Tantra Oshadhasta Shastrani Samraya Samraya Vichor Bochai Bochai. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaya Riti Jvala Pritaya Savanik Shobhana Humpat Parishmane Parabrahmane Paramyotishe Svaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे। श्याम वेंकटरमण गोविंदा गोविंदा, गोपिका चिरस्मरणं गोविंदा गोविंदा, भक्तवत्सला गोविंदा गोविंदा, पुंडलीक वरदे एकनाथ नामदेव पद्मनाथ महाराज की जय। समस्त भक्त मंडली की जय। अल्वारं पुरमनार थिरुवरिगणे शरण।